As more details come out about this mass shooting, parents once again find themselves wondering what to tell their children about this tragedy. Channel 4's Nicole Snyder spoke with a local psychologist about how parents should try to address such a difficult subject with their kids. She's joining us from our newsroom. Nicole.
Tom, it is without a doubt a hard concept for many adults, let alone children, to understand. This psychologist says it's best to be open and try to explain what's happened in limited detail while assuring them that they are safe.
Oh, is that so red?
Because it is very overwhelming and very disheartening when you see all of this and kind of scary.
As many adults like Christina Ramy cope with the details of the continuous mass shootings in America, they also have to think about how their kids are dealing with the aftermath.
I think I would emphasize that most people are still good in the world, even though some people do really bad things.
Although Ramy says her daughter isn't old enough yet, the day will come when she will start asking questions about these events.
Some people just get very afraid and very angry and very hateful, and that's when things like this happen.
Dr. Andrew Sherbarth specializes in child psychology, and he says parents should be open with their kids about what's going on.
One of the best things to stay away from and to not do is to say things like, well, just don't worry, or let's not talk about this, because that's when things kind of build up a little bit more.
Sherbarth says parents should start the conversation by asking their children what they already know, addressing any concerns they have, explaining what happened according to their age, and assure them that they are safe and there are people there to protect them.
Discussing things in age-appropriate ways is always going to be very helpful too. You know, kids that are younger, elementary, they don't necessarily need to know a ton of details.
Ramy says it's difficult to digest all the violence, and she hopes her daughter can be a positive force in the future.
And I don't want her to grow up in the world, you know, being afraid of everything and of people. And so I just want to emphasize, you know, for her just to bring as much love into the world as she can.
And Dr. Sherbarth says parents should monitor their children's time on the internet and social media to limit exposure to details they don't want them to know about. I'm live in the newsroom. Nicole Snyder, Channel 4, the local station.